Hey, everybody. I know I started out like that every time, huh? Today, I'm going to tell you how I am feeling peace today. The other day, I was not feeling peaceful because I was starting to get too many orders again, and too much work is not good for me. And thinking about that building up more and more was starting to unpiece me. And so I went to my checkout page and I put that I'm on spring vacation. I'm on a spring cleaning. Business is closed. And then I went to the back side of my website and I turned off the payment gateways again. And just like the last time that I did this, I started to feel peace again. And a little while ago, somebody called me saying that they wanted to buy a pillow and they were claiming something or other with the date that I was reopening. And I said, well, I think I put on there mid-February. And so they can just wait. And if mid-February comes along and I decide that I don't want to work at that point, then I'll just leave it turned off. And the deal with this is that a lot of people out there, they think that the customer is king and that money rules and that like everyone just wants money. No, no. Once again, like I told you in January, if you go to my website and you want to buy something, uh-uh, you can't. You can't buy anything on my website. And I've only got 7 more orders, I think, now to fill. And then I am done. And I'm caught up till last Friday. So that's only 3 days behind. That's good. I can kind of rest for a few days. But one of the things that gives you stress is work. Work can be wonderful. But for most people, I mean, if I were to say to most people out there, how would you like to take a paid vacation? How many would agree that they would like to do that? How many people can just all of a sudden take a paid vacation? Some, but not the majority. And so, what we have is a problem with people not being able to rest. And if they do take a vacation, what do? They want to go somewhere, or they want to fly to their family's house for Christmas or something. Fuck that. I'll show you what I want to do. That's what I want to do. That's it. And I can just lay there and I'd be like, I'll be like smile on my face like I do now. And I'll be like, oh, oh, thank God. Thank God. And I'll be thinking about all of those people out there that they think that they've got it made with going in and buying stocks and bonds, going into their real estate job, working at the hospital, doing operations today. I want you to think about this for just a second here. My business is on hold. I'm not taking any orders, and I can just lay in that bed right there and not do a fucking thing today. But there are people out there, doctors. There's doctors that have to go in. They have to go in. They're so excited to do a quadruple bypass on somebody and get all of that cholesterol or whatever it is out of certain places. They're going to try and flush it out of there, or they're going to bypass one aorta to the other. I know nothing about any of that, but they're going to cut somebody's chest open and and that they're going to make $100,000 in a 6-hour operation. The hospital's going to get 50 grand. Somebody else's insurance is going to get 25 grand. Here he's going to get 20 grand. They're going to divvy it all up, make a crap load of money, $500,000 or something. Nope, that's not what I'm doing today. It's Randy says, I hate working and lucky I was able to stop working in 2020. Working is a prison with invisible bars. Yeah. Well, it's not totally bad. And I'm going to retire at 62 in a year and a half. Well, a little less than a year and a half. And I'm going to keep working somewhat. But whenever I want to take a vacation, I'm just going to do the same thing. Remove the payment gateways on the website and put spring cleaning. I was thinking this morning, I was thinking to myself all the different excuses that I can put on the checkout page for what I'm doing. I could do like put in the chat box there all the different types of vacations or the different types of reasons why a business can close down. A family emergency. We're having a family emergency. I haven't seen any of my family for like 14 years, something like that, 15 years. Family emergency. Come on, help me out there. Write down some different reasons, some different excuses that I can put on my website for why I'm closed. I need some help, you guys. Come on. So anyways, hey, Qual-Kai. Qual-Kai. What the hell, Joe, is a Qual-Kai? Joe, help me out. I'm telling people that I turned off my website and that I need some more different excuses for what I can put on my checkout page for why I'm closed. Family emergency, spring cleaning, personal troubles. I can't put anything like that would be degrading for my business. Like, I'm having mental issues. I'm in the mental hospital. I'm closed mental health day. No, the paddy wagon came and hauled me to the mental hospital, and because I was going nuts trying to be completely meditative. I was meditating, and my mind went into a strange state of ecstasy. Mental health day. That's what it is. I'm telling you. I started listening. I started realizing Kundalini crisis. I started realizing spring vacation. Yeah, right now I just put spring cleaning on there, closed for spring cleaning. See, I used to know this guy. He owned a restaurant. He was one of my clients, him and his husband. They actually they married in New York because it was legal there. He used to live in New York by Greenwich Village. But anyways, he was a chef at this restaurant in Silver City, New Mexico, where I lived. And they would come to me and what was I even gonna? Oh yeah, they would close the restaurant for like 2 weeks for cleaning. And he told me that this was an important time for the restaurant. That they clean everything really good. They clean the shit out of everything in the restaurant. And so that's my current excuse. Spring cleaning, business closed. And some guy named Cliff just called me and wanted to know when I was going to reopen. I hate to do that to people, because they watch my videos and they get all excited to buy my pillows mostly. And then they go to the checkout page and they see this closed for spring cleaning. I'm laughing. Inventory. Yeah, inventory. I'm smoking weed all day. Closed for weed smoking. Oh man. I wouldn't smoke weed, but I might do an edible. An edible. I've never done that before. I was thinking about the last time I did a lot of things. I haven't done so many things. Watched like I don't think maybe I've watched a couple of movies in the last 35 years. 30 years. But I just got into natural health. And after I did that, nothing else mattered anymore. And it's a good thing I've gotten so good at doing natural health, because right now I'm doing it big time. My hands are healing and my arms and wrists are healing so fast. And it's a really good thing, but it's not easy. And I'm 60. Yeah, 60. 3666. Blake, that's the sign of the devil, man. 666. I think it really is, actually. Because whenever I feel like the devil, that number appears. So the monks arrived in DC today, and I watched it online as they crossed the bridge from Virginia into Washington, DC. And yeah, I've been watching them for probably 3 weeks now. I kind of wish I'd known about it earlier. but they didn't start making videos for the whole thing till like a month and a half or 2 months ago, a couple months ago. And yeah, I've thought about the monks and what's right and what's wrong a lot. And I've come to the conclusion that it must be right for the monks to do the walk of 2,300 miles because that's what they did. Would it be right for me to do a walk for 2,300 miles? No. So there are so many different jobs in our world. And my job is to just come to the center. For a long, long time, I thought that it was to be the example and to teach everyone natural healing, etc. And that's still a part of my job. But I've come to this understanding now that people are going to get to the center one way or the other. Adolf Hitler, he's going to get to the center. Donald Trump, he's going to get to the center. Putin, he's also going to get to the center eventually. And they're all just doing their jobs, and they're all just recreating balance in a world that's out of balance. You see, Hitler and Trump and Putin would never have become the presidents, the whatever they are in their country, had there not been an imbalance that allowed them to get to that point. But I don't have to join in with those imbalances. There are so many different imbalances, so many different things where places where people are allowing, for whatever reason, they're allowing the imbalances to be because they're imbalanced as well. So my goal is to get to be in balance. And if I'm in balance and quiet and in the center and listening to the signs, then I should be able to continue to manipulate myself into places that are safe. Safe. Yeah. And here in the United States, as crazy as it is, I don't believe that I would rather be anywhere else than right here where I am in the United States. Actually, in North Carolina, in the mountains. Not in South Chicago or East LA. So many different places that I wouldn't rather be in. Bangladesh. And but for right now, where I'm at, as you can see, it's sunny. It's sunny, and I'm gonna go outside and sit in the sun in a little while. And I'm gonna try to not think about Ghislaine Maxwell. I'm going to try to not think about the woman that got kidnapped. I'm going to try to not think about all the different things. I engage in those things. Hi, Linda. I engage in those things because I have a lot of Aquarian energy. Some people may not have a lot of Aquarian energy, and they may just like playing video games or something. That's fine. But I need a regular break from the world and society. And so that's what I'm doing. That's why I feel peace. Because if I take work off, and I eat good food, and I just spend some time watching my little birdies, blue jays, titmouses, house finches, mockingbirds. That's kind of crazy. All that shit, Linda, all of that happened to me at the same time. People would be like, "Ah, he's full of it. He must be just relaxing." The comedic thing for me about taking a break is that people don't get it. This guy that called me a little while ago, his name slips my mind. He's acting like, "Hey man, I want to spend some money on your website. I want to buy a pillow right now." Like, what's up with that? It says that you're supposed to be open by this day or something. I don't think so. I think I got it right. It's supposed to be like low 60s, man. I got the window open 12 inches. And so they think that, like, man, you're supposed to be open. You're supposed to want my business. I don't. I don't want anyone's business. And the thing is that I am so blessed, I guess, or I worked really hard to get to this point of where I can at least take a breather. I don't have to worry about money too much. And I'm not saying that I've got a lot of money, you know. I don't have a lot of money. But I have enough, and I have a good amount of inventory right now to make pillows, a good supplies. I've got a lot of supplies right now to make a lot of pillows. I can make a hell of a lot of pillows with what I have right now. And but but man, my hands and my wrists, they're doing so much healing. A lot of healing. And I'm moving out a lot of poison out of this freaking body right now. And it's good, but it's not easy. And the more I can rest and relax for a while, many months, maybe just this whole year, it'll take me to get my hands back. The thing is that, see, your hands are really important. These hands are really, really important. Look at those knuckles. They're purple and they're like cracking and peeling. And the joints inside, they get stiff at night when my heart is beating slower, and my blood is flowing slower. They get stiff at night and wake me up in the middle of the night because I get like numb hands. Because these muscles, they get so tight, it restricts blood flow to your hands. And you get numb hands because your heart is beating slower. And if you're detoxing more, then your body, your digestive system is sending signals to the rest of your body to slow down the detox. That's why your muscles tighten up. That's one reason, anyway, why your muscles can tighten up in the middle of the night. So, anyways, I've been doing this long enough that I know the signs. I know how to recognize the signs, and I know how to take care of myself. And it's a good thing because then I don't have to go to doctors. Yay! And get some quick fix thing. Joe, you still didn't tell me what the qualqui is. Joe, why don't you just go back to Joe on there? Just put Joe, Joe. I have a female friend on Facebook, J-O, Jojo. And she's got my pillows. She lives in Toronto. Totally sweet friend. I have so many friends that have bought my pillows and people that care about me that I could probably go stay with. Hey, Joe, if I come to Mexico, could I stay with you? Oh, Mexico. Never really been, but I sure wanna go. Oh, Mexico. I think I have to go now. Talking about Mexico. A little honky tonk down in Mexico. Mexico, oh, Mexico. So, what is it, Tuesday? Tuesday afternoon. I'm just beginning to see. Now I'm on my way, na na na. It doesn't matter to me, chasing the clouds away. Something calls to me. The trees are drawing me near. Got to find out why. Those gentle voices I hear explain it all in a sigh. Oh, oh. I'm looking out myself, reflections of my mind. It's just the kind of place to leave myself each day, to leave myself behind. So gently sway into the fairyland of love. If you'll just come with me to see the beauty of. This is your alternative to the Super Bowl halftime show. Okay, so if you watched the Super Bowl, you would have seen Bad Bunny, okay, doing some kind of rap music. But the Republicans offered an alternative, I noticed, from Kid Rock, hard rock. Okay, so I wouldn't watch either of those. But I would watch the Moody Blues. Tuesday afternoon. Tuesday afternoon. Okay, so there's a perfect example for you. The Moody Blues is a lot closer to the center, God. And that was in 1968. Okay. There were musicians and groups hundreds of years ago that were a lot closer to God than Kid Rock and Bad Bunny today in 2026. Okay? So there's a perfect example of how some things from way back in our human history were a lot more civil, peaceful, quiet, and closer to God than a lot of things today. So whenever you see somebody, hear somebody listening to angry rap music, well, that's a sign. There are so many different signs that tell you how close to God a person is. And the more peaceful and quiet, and gentle, relaxed, all those kinds of things a person is, the closer to God they are. Las Vegas? Nope. Well, there you go. Joe, are you and other people getting this? Norman Greenbaum with Spirit in the Sky. uh, let's see. Spirit in the Sky. Let's see. I know the melody to that, Joe. When I die and they lay me to rest, gonna go to the place that's the best. Going up to the Spirit in the sky. Going up to the Spirit in the sky. Spirit in the sky. That's where I'm gonna go when I die. When I die. When I die and they lay me to rest. Gonna go to the place that's the best. Prepare yourself, you know it's a must. Gotta have a friend in Jesus. So you know that when you die, He's gonna recommend you to the Spirit in the sky. Spirit in the sky. Whoa, gonna recommend you to the Spirit in the sky. That's where you're gonna go when you die. When you die, when you die, and they lay you to rest. You're gonna go to the place that's the best. Instrumental break. Never been a sinner, never sinned. Got a friend in Jesus. I think I blew that. Verse 3. Never been a sinner, never sinned. Got a friend in Jesus. So you know that when I die, He's gonna set me up with the Spirit in the sky. Whoa, He's gonna set me up with the Spirit in the sky. Spirit in the sky. That's where I'm gonna go when I die. When I die. When I die and they lay me to rest. I'm gonna go to the place that's the best. I'm gonna go to the place that's the best. Set to be a religious rock song, Jewish Norman Greenbaum used Jesus, thinking correctly that it would be more marketable this way. He was right. In his own words, I'm just some Jewish musician who really dug gospel music. I decided there was a larger Jesus gospel market out there than a Jehovah one. You gotta love the Jewish people. They're always looking to make a buck, right? he was gonna he was gonna make it a Jewish song, but then he changed it to the Jesus thing to make more money. That's funny shit. Yeah. It's Fechenuate, language Aztecs. Anyways, well, I think I'm going to go outside and sit in the sun. You can see that it's just peeking through. It was supposed to be sunnier, but I'm just going to go out and take most of these clothes off. And we're getting new water lines put in. So it's not been very peaceful out there. They've been cutting the blacktop and they're going to dig up the old lines and put new pipes in. That's what's going on here. I know that sounds really exciting. I hope that you are well. And yes, Joe, someday you never know. I may be knocking on your door. In old Mexico. Have a great day, everybody.